Hi, brothers and sisters in Christ. I want to share with you a dream that I had on December the 22nd. I was at work and I fell asleep on my break, and I had this dream where I went to the Waffle House. I ordered what I always order from the Waffle House, which is a sausage, egg, and cheese on toast. And I ordered three for some reason. And I remember going outside and sitting down at what seemed like a picnic table, and I was just enjoying my food. But as I was enjoying my food, I saw this massive German Shepherd. It looked like a German Shepherd in a dream. I was like, oh, that's a German Shepherd. It was this color and all, like a mixture of like the brown, the gold, the black. And it was so big that it was frightening. And I saw that it was coming towards me. But to come towards me, it literally had to come down some steps into the area that I was in. But then it was some steps beside the table that I was at that I was thinking of using to escape. So it was coming one way and I was trying to go another way. But as it was coming, like I said, fear came over me. And I proceeded, I was thinking like maybe if I get up slowly and I get to the steps and I quickly run up the steps, I can escape it. But what happened was I got up from the table and I got to the steps, but then it was faster. This dog man type creature, it shapeshifted from a giant German Shepherd into Dogman. And Dogman is a creature that is often described as a dog-headed humanoid that some say resembles a werewolf. The Dogman is said to be a bipedal canine-like creature that is 6 to 8 feet tall, covered in fur, and has a wolf-like head. It is also said to have human-like hands and feet. And I don't watch a lot of werewolf movies or anything. I don't watch a lot of scary movies. And I never really researched Dogman, even though I've heard like the girl from the Master's Voice talk of him. But in my dream, it's kind of weird that I saw a black bipedal creature just like this. And in the dream, as I was going up the steps, I mean, it was just so fast that it reached for my arm and I could even make out its fingers. Like I could make out his fingers, his claws, like the feel of this creature's hand. Like this creature's hand and claws felt like a weapon. I could tell that it was dangerous, that it was a very powerful creature. And in this dream, like I said, at first it was a German Shepherd. Then he shapeshifted into a completely black dog man like this. And then he shapeshifted into it's about to come up, a black-eyed man. He shapeshifted into a black-eyed Caucasian man that seemed like he had a tattoo across his forehead, some type of writing across his forehead. And I remember just the fear I had in this dream. And in the dream, I just said, Jesus. And he looked at me and he said my name, which is Sarah. It was so weird. I said Jesus and he looked at me and said my name, Sarah. And the dream was over. And I didn't really know what to make of that. But I know that a lot of the dreams that God gives me is for a reason. And whenever I start getting dreams like that, I start looking in the news, like, have there been any like dog man encounters? And I've seen like a few articles of people who have seen werewolves, but I'm going to get to that. And that made me think of a dream that the Lord gave me years ago. I didn't put it on my channel because at first I didn't think that it had anything to really, I didn't think that it had any importance, but now I think it do. I used to read this book a lot, Goosebumps, and this is Werewolf on Owl 2. And years ago, God gave me a dream of going through a grocery store. And literally, I was being chased through the grocery store by what was a Caucasian man. But as he was chasing me, he would shapeshift from a man into a werewolf. And he was just chasing me through the grocery store. And in a dream, I remember his claws like scratching my back or something. Like his claws, he ended up catching me and it scratched through my back. And the scene changed. And I can't really remember the rest of the dream. But then in my earlier videos, I told you of how one Halloween I was in my bed and I'm fully awake. And I hear like this loud wolf howl outside my window. And when I heard this loud wolf howl outside my window, my window was shut. I saw the curtains of my window move almost supernaturally. And I was not asleep, I was fully awake. So I do think it's a supernatural aspect to these creatures. But then, like I said, the girl from the Master's Voice, she talks of strange creatures or the Wolfman like appearing in the end times. But what really caught my attention was Snickers 123, the rapture and the coming attack on America. And he started talking about how these dogman, these werewolf creatures, like when an EMP goes off, like these creatures that the government have in labs up under the ground, they're going to escape. And he saw these werewolf creatures coming out of the woods, and they were flipping cars, and they were shredding people coming out of the grocery store. And when he said shredding people coming out of the grocery store, it made me think of the dream that God gave me years ago of being chased through the grocery store by some werewolf type creature. Not saying that it was me personally, but God has given me dreams of being in other people's body and experiencing what they felt. So that was like confirmation, but you should definitely go watch that video. But like I said, whenever God gives me a dream, I can usually go to the news and find something talking about it. But in Cannock Chase Horror, as couples spot werewolf-like creature with piercing howl. The mysterious beast reportedly had yellow eyes and huge teeth. And when you start reading about this creature, it's almost like an 8-foot or 7-foot tall creature. And they said it had yellow eyes with huge teeth and an ear-piercing howl. The beast described as being covered in hair like a giant wolf and is standing upright and sprinting around. And this is from 2024. And the husband noted that there wasn't anyone else around that evening, but they talked of a stale smell in the air, which intensified as they approached the cemetery. But yeah, I think this was like I said, a 2024 encounter that people was talking about. But what caught my attention and what keep catching my attention is these yellow eyes on these creatures. Because just like in 2023 in Peru, the village was horrified by attacks from a giant yellow-eyed alien, or aliens, sorry. And that's what you just keep seeing, like connections, like the yellow eyes with these creatures. I'm sorry. But then in the 2018 Pentagon secret UFO program investigated poltergeist connection to alien mystery. If you go down through this, and this made news in 2018, they talk about how they were encountering these creatures. Where are they at? With large yellow eyes. I have to find it. It's in here somewhere. I'm sorry, I should have been more, but it's in this article. And they was talking about how bullets don't work against these creatures. I found it. Large, ferocious animals with piercing yellow eyes that bullets couldn't injure. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words a lot today. Almost like I'm speaking in tongues or something. But I definitely wanted to make this video because I do think that a lot of dogman creatures are here. A lot of werewolf creatures are here. I believe that they have a lot of shape-shifting capabilities, that they can appear as a large dog, appear as a black-eyed human. I don't know. We're just living in end times and paranormal times. And I didn't really know what to make of that dream, but I did say that I was going to share that dream. And I just pray that it's been confirmation to anybody else having these dreams.